My testimony, the first one is I started masturbating when I was 9 years old. And then at first, I wasn't aware of it. I didn't even know the name. So later on, then I became aware of it. So when I do it, like I'll come back to myself. Then even if you were there and you tell me that I did this, I will tell you no. Growing up, then I got to know it. So later on, when I got to my teens, maybe 15 they're going, then I began to feel guilty, but I couldn't stop by then. And I couldn't tell any of my mother, neither my mother or my sisters. Up till now, I've not told anybody yet. And I'm sharing it now. So I came to meet the church here. When I came here, I noticed the church here, but I was one of the people that used to criticize the church, to be frank. Yes, when I'm sleeping and they are praying, I'll be like they are making noise. Yeah, so one day I got introduced to the church by Pastor Ima. And then I started coming. Me, myself, I got aggressive to pray. So I wasn't even working on that thing. I wasn't even worried about that. And I was praying about something different. And then up till now, I've not done that again. Like that motive, that thing that comes like, that makes me feel like masturbating. I've stopped, like for real. I don't feel them anymore. And I'm very grateful. I came here in the middle of January, and it's now May. And at first, sometimes, more than twice a day, I can do it. Sometimes. But now, like, it's not a week, not a month, but months. It means that God has done it. For about, let's say, 10 to 11 years. Let's say I stopped when I was 19. But when I was 9 years that it started. So I remember when we moved to a certain house, then it started. Yeah, we were living, so when we were moving, I was 9 years old. So when we got there, that was when it started. Yeah, yes. I don't feel them anymore. And I'm very grateful. And then the second one too is, then I used to have this chronic headache. I want to, it was persistent, and then it comes for like weeks. Then I'll be going to the hospital where they give me paracetamol and some medicine. So the last time I went, I told them that they'll be giving me this medicine, but it's not going. Then I went to do tests. They said that nothing is wrong with me. And then I kept on experiencing this thing when it comes. I can't go to school because even when I'm in school, I can't learn. It has even given me the effect of lights and the reflection. Because when it comes, I feel like my eyes and nose are removing. Then sometimes it will be here like kum, kum. Other times to like 4, other times it's half. And that one too started when I was in primary. But ever since I started praying here, I've not experienced it again. It is all gone. And I never prayed about it. I didn't even care about it. That was not the motive why I came here. No. Then, anytime I'm about to write exams, the first 2, 3 papers, I'll be all right. But from the fourth going, I'll fall sick. The last exams that I wrote before coming here, I was sick. When it comes, when you even touch me, I feel pains. Then I'll have to write the paper. So those papers, it's either I fail or I'll be at the pass level. Meanwhile, I'm good at those ones, but sometimes I fail. Because of the sickness, I don't get the real mind to write it. When that sickness to come, it will be there till we reopen school. So when we're about to reopen school, then I'll be free. Yes, anytime I vacate and I come back to school, they'll be like, Grace, like, you, why, you didn't go home or what? But I wouldn't tell anybody what I went through. So I just finished writing mock. It's not even like 2 weeks. We used like about 1 month. And I didn't feel any sickness. And when I was even writing it, I wasn't eating, but I was strong. I wrote it. Nothing happened. I finished. Like, I'm still strong. I've not feel that sickness, those sickness that comes and then you wouldn't even know. You go to hospital, they'll give you medicine, you take it and then nothing will happen. My mother, she is good with herbs. That one too, nothing will happen. Then she will even be stranded. But now, I don't experience them. And I never prayed about all these ones that I've talked about. It wasn't even part of it, but I just even got reminded of them when I heard testimonies. I was there and they came into my mind. I was like, I need to share it because it's only the sicknesses that my mom and my sisters knows about it, but the masturbating, nobody knows about it. And when I got to SHS, I nearly became a prostitute. But the time that my mom told me that I should be careful, the time that my mom told me that I should be careful, that it's like she sees it like, yeah, she said, it was too late, but I didn't even tell her anything. Hardly do I tell my sisters or my mom something about myself. So I didn't tell her. I was like, okay, but as Nay say, so when I came back, I psyched my mind that, oh, I will stop. But when I came back, I went back again. See, something happened. God did it in his own way. Something happened and then it's like I got angry. So on December 31st, it's like I broke ties with all the people that I had been with. And then I decided to focus. So when it was January, that is when I opened school and I came, and my school madam told me something. I should be careful about my class. They planned something about me. Then I remembered that not one, not two people that has said this thing. So I have to be serious with prayers. So I decided to then come. Pastor Ima is there, he will help me. So I came to tell him, then he said that, okay, then they are doing fasting as well, 3 days in the week throughout the year, so I should try some. But I decided to do it like throughout the week, but only Saturday that I won't do it. Then I started it, I began to pray. At first I was praying normal. Then later on, I got to realize that when I pray, I don't feel tired. If you leave me, I can pray, even when I'm on my own and I'm praying. So I decided to even join for midnight here because I noticed that when I pray in there, I disturb them. I disturb their sleep, so I even joined here. And me that when my mom talks about fasting, I'll always be the one to comment. Sometimes I'll go and eat crash, she wouldn't even know. At that time too, I'll be looking at the watch. When she asks me, have you prayed? I'll say yes, but I've not prayed. Then I'll just go and eat and relax. But now, I can fast, I can do 3 days without experiencing anything. Like, my mind will not even be on food. So now I can fast and I can pray. I can pray, if I want to pray, I can pray without feeling any tiredness. And then I've stopped all those boys, and all these things. Now I'm focused. I don't do those things anymore. And all these ones, I never prayed about them.